everyone. So today we are gonna write two programs, and those are very basic, so it will be very easy for you. The first one is of perfect number and the another palindrome number. So let's start now. I'm gonna write second.c here because this is our second day doing this program. Okay, so first of all we have to write the header files. We will write the first program of a perfect number and then a palindrome. A perfect number is a number which is equal to the sum of its positive divisors. For example, 6 has divisors 1, 2 and 3, and sum of which is also 6. So 6 is a perfect number. Okay, so first of all we are gonna write the header file, then void main. So in this program we are gonna use function. So I'm gonna tell you about it. A function is like a set of codes that we have to use more than one time. That's why we write it somewhere else and then we call it. So there are three steps in that. We have to first of all make a function prototype, then function body, then we have to call the function by function calling. So let's start this. This is a function prototype. Then I'm gonna declare a variable integer type int p, enter the number. Scanf %d. If we are declaring p as float, then we use %f, and if we declare p as a character in somewhere upcoming videos, then we will use %c over there. This is an if statement, means it checks the condition. If it is true, then it will output the next statement, otherwise it will go to the else part. So I'm gonna write it as the perfect function will return the sum of the divisors, and if it is equal to the number itself, then it will be a perfect number. So I'm gonna write the given number is a perfect number over here. Else the number is not a perfect number. We have made the function prototype and also call the function in the if condition only. So I'm gonna write int perfect. I'm gonna return an integer value. That's why I have given integer as the return type of the function. So let's start the body. Compare the sum to the number itself. So I'm gonna write sum equals to 0, and then we will add its divisor to the sum value. So while a is less than the number, if number equals 0, because the divisors will only be able to divide it completely, otherwise it will give a remainder. So that's why I have given num %a double equals to 0. If we would have given only 1 equals, the 0 value would have been stored in the expression only. So that's why we have used two double equals to. Then the divisors of the number, the other numbers will give a remainder. If we divide 5 by 2, then it will give a remainder because it is not a divisor of 5. So I'm gonna return sum over here. Build 0 errors. 6. Yes, this is a perfect number. Let us write a number which is not a perfect number. This number is not a perfect number. Okay, so we have used while loop over here. What if we use a do while over here? First of all, we have to write the do and then we write the while afterwards. Build. It has given us an error because we haven't put semicolon after the while condition. Okay. 6. The given number is a perfect number. All loops will perform the same operation, but it is on our own if we want to use while loop or do while loop, or if we want to use for loop. I consider for loop as the best one because we write the first one, then iteration, and for how long it has to be incremented, that also in the one statement only. We won't need this, and also a plus plus. Now the output is the same. Everyone take a screenshot if you want to, because I'm gonna clear this up for the new program that is of a palindrome number. I'm gonna write the comment up above. Whatever you write in the comments are not compiled by the compiler. I'm gonna write the function name as pal, the short of palindrome. We can also write pal1, pal2, just like variable name. Oh, I'm gonna enter the numbers. Def enter the number. We have declared two integers because I'm gonna copy the first one in the other and then perform the operations on the second one and then compare it again. So %d again for integer, %f for float, %c for a character value, n equals to m, so that the m value is copied in the n. If we use double equals to, then it means comparison. So in the if statement I'm going to use double equals to. Now printf, the number is a palindrome, else the number is not a palindrome. We will write the function body. We can write it inside the void main also and outside the void main also. Int pal, inside the parameters int sternum. Okay, I am gonna initialize another variable sum as 0. So int sum equals 0 semicolon. Then while the num is not equal to 0, what will we do? We will select one digit and then multiply it by 10 and select the next digit, then multiply it by 10, then select the another digit. So sum equals to sum star 10 plus num ampersand 10. This will give the remainder. num equals to num divided by 10. Now because of this statement, in every iteration the last digit is removed from the number. Return sum. Okay. So error. Shit. We didn't put star num over there, that's why. Okay. 121, that is a palindrome number. What if we write a number which is not a palindrome? Let's write another example. This is a palindrome number. Practice these programs and I will surely upload more videos from tomorrow. Thank you for watching the video.